I'm standing. I'll stand. Thank you. Good afternoon. Focusing on the children of a community speaks volumes about what we value and treasure. It reflects our commitment to a future for them that we could only imagine and dream. As Nelson Mandela once said, there can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. The Livonia Early Childhood Center is more than just a building. It is a promise to the children of our community, a promise that we will nurture their curiosity, support their dreams, and give them the strongest foundation possible for success. We are so proud and humbled to welcome you here today. We are so grateful to our community, to our visionary Board of Education and Cabinet team for bringing the reality of this beautiful early childhood center to life for our littlest learners in Livonia. Now I'd like to turn it over to someone who has been a longtime champion for not only public education, but for early childhood education in the state of Michigan, our governor, Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
Thank you. Thank you. It is a pleasure to be back here in Livonia. I love every time I come to visit, but you know, when the world sometimes feels very heavy, you should come and look at a facility like this and talk to the people who do the work with children every single day, who love what they do and are making a difference. Every one of us can find that joy even in heavy times. And so thank you for giving me some inspiration today. This has been really excited. Today we're really proud to announce that enrollment in Michigan's free pre-K program has reached 47,500, which is the highest we've been in over a decade. So that's 56% of Michigan's 4-year-olds who are now enrolled in Great Start Readiness Program, or GSRP. At facilities just like this one, these young Michiganders learn invaluable skills and get on track to start kindergarten better prepared to learn. 2 years ago, I announced my goal of delivering pre-K for all families in Michigan, regardless of income, while still prioritizing those who need it the most. And since then, enrollment has increased by 24% in just 2 years. That's huge. So I want to thank your local state senator, Mary Kavanaugh, and Representative Matt Kolazar, both of whom are working in Lansing right now, or they'd be here, for their leadership on this issue. Because of our work, thousands more kids are getting the education that they deserve, and their parents have peace of mind to know that they are supported and in safe places, and they're also saving money too, a lot of money, because we know that free pre-K saves parents an average of $10,000 a year for a combined, when you think of all the parents whose kids are now enrolled, $475 million of savings. Think about that. Think about what it means for a middle-class family. A year of rent or bills or down payment, savings for college or a rainy day. And I want to share just a few stories because I think when it does feel overwhelming, it's important to center our work around the people that we are focusing on. Rob from Grand Rapids budgeted carefully for years. He set aside extra money for his daughter to go to pre-K since the moment they found out they were pregnant. And now she attends for free. He's got thousands of dollars saved that he can use to improve his daughter's quality of life and set her up for a future. Allison from Hudsonville has been struggling with the high cost of groceries and childcare for her twins after years of trying to battle inflation. Now with free pre-K, she says her family has the breathing room that they desperately needed. There's no secret formula in policymaking, but pre-K for all is about as close to as it gets. Kids who go to pre-K develop a strong foundation to build the rest of their lives on. They're more likely to read and do math at grade level. They're more likely to graduate, to go on to college and earn a degree or skills certificate, and find a good paying job. They develop stronger working memories, emotional intelligence, social skills, all of which help them become better, well-rounded adults. We know we have a lot of work to do to get our kids back on track after a pandemic and all sorts of challenges that came with the pandemic. As I shared in my State of the State a couple of weeks ago, just 24% of our third graders are reading proficiently. The same percentage of our eighth graders are proficient in math. And it's just not acceptable. And that's why investments in our earliest learners are so important. The best way to get kids on track is to make sure they don't fall behind in the first place. And so if you can read proficiently by 3rd grade, you start reading to learn instead of learning how to read. If you develop strong math skills early, you're more likely to take advanced courses later and have better financial literacy over the course of your life. Amanda from Wayland has seen immediate impact for her 2 kids. Both went to free pre-K, learned a lot, and they're ready for kindergarten. She's confident as they go off to kindergarten. So access to high-quality pre-K will grow our economy too. It benefits business owners and Michiganders without children of their own. We all benefit when we do this. For every dollar we spend on GSRP, we see a minimum of a $7 to $9 return on our investment. Kids who go to pre-K are not only more likely to achieve a higher level of education, but also will earn up to $500,000 more over the course of their lifetime. Parents who enroll their kids in pre-K earn more money too. This especially benefits moms who often are the ones that exit the workforce to care for kids. In one big study, universal pre-K led to 20% higher earnings for the family. That's hundreds more dollars a month back in people's pockets to pay for bills or put food on the table or save for the future. Brennan from Portland wrote me about how he now has an extra $1,000 every month because of free pre-K, and it's a game changer for him. So that's why I propose that we continue funding GSRP to achieve our vision of free pre-K for all when I introduced the budget last month. This year, as I shared earlier, we hit 56% enrollment and saved families $475 million. Next year, we want to get that to 60% and save Michiganders over $500 million. I know that we are up to this challenge, but as I introduce the budget, it is now the legislature is doing their work, and so I want to encourage everyone to use your voices, make sure your legislators know how important this is, why every child should have the opportunity to attend an amazing facility with great staff who is supporting our kids all across the state. We want that for every child. So I want to thank you to Livonia School District for showing us what's possible, and I want to hand it over to your incredible principal, Dr. Katie Dodge.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to start by extending my sincere thanks to Governor Whitmer for being here today and for your strong commitment to early childhood education. Your support helps to ensure that more children have access to high-quality preschool experiences that set them up for long-term success. We are truly grateful for your leadership and dedication. Preschool is one of the most valuable investments we can make in a child's future. Research consistently shows that high-quality early childhood education strengthens the foundation for lifelong learning, boosting academic success, developing social and emotional skills, and closing opportunity gaps before they widen. What makes the Livonia Early Childhood Center truly special is the way our programs work together to give every child the best start possible. We provide a range of early childhood programs, including early on services for infants and toddlers with developmental delays, childcare, and a variety of preschool options such as the Great Start to Readiness Program, or GSRP. Additionally, we are proud to educate over 200 preschool students with special education needs in our building. We have worked intentionally and diligently to create meaningful inclusion opportunities for these students as we strive to meet the goals outlined in the Preschool Inclusion Collective Action Plan for the state of Michigan. We are deeply committed to ensuring that every child, regardless of ability or background, feels valued, supported, and empowered to grow and learn alongside their peers in their least restrictive environment. And none of this would be possible without the dedication and expertise of our incredible staff, who serve as the guiding force behind the success of our students and our programs. It is now my pleasure to introduce Tanya Blake, a grandparent and guardian of one of our GSRP students, and a passionate advocate for preschool programs. Her perspective and experience highlight why investing in early childhood education matters so much. A couple of years ago, my grandson came to live with us. My husband and I are hardworking people. My husband has a small business and I work 2 jobs. But my grandson desperately needed some help catching up, and the Start Readiness program was here to help him. It's a free program. He attends 4 full days of school per week. We wouldn't have been able to afford it on our own. We've seen so many improvements in his communication and socialization, and we are so grateful he's been able to attend. And I need to introduce Dr. Beverly.
That's okay. She goes by Dr. Beverly.
Well, I am Beverly Walker Graffia, and I am the director of MyLeap, and this has just been a special, special day. I had the opportunity to read to your children and just feel the warmth and excitement of having a center as awesome as this. It's brand new, it's ready to go, and it's serving all, which is what MyLeap is all about. I want to thank our governor. She has been such a person that has really raised the banner for the importance of funding early education. We needed that as Michiganders. We have to have that if we are trying to make the goals that we want as Michiganders to be successful for all of our families. And so I am just so proud to have her as our governor with the commitment that she has to expand access to high quality early education for our state's children and families. I think we should give her a hand for that. Please. I'd also like to thank our superintendent here, Andrea Oquist, who's had this vision of what this should be for Livonia and has done a magnificent job, as well as the implementer, Dr. Katie Dodge, for ensuring that this has occurred in a fashion that is just awesome. So thank you. You've heard already, I don't need to repeat how important these funds are for GSRP, how early childhood lays the foundation for an investment for Michigan's future. Pre-K is about more than just preparing for kindergarten. It really gives them the critical learning experiences that our children need to start ahead and stay ahead. It helps them build a strong foundation for future growth, development, and success. I am so happy to be the director of a department that has helped to really push the numbers and increase the numbers of children at this age of receiving that great foundation. 24% increase since the governor first announced Pre-K for All in 2023. And we did not do this alone. We did it with all of you helping and pushing and ensuring that our children have what they need, that they know about the resources, and the families know how to get them. And so I just want to say that I am so grateful that we as a state are using these funds in the right way to ensure that our future is one that's bright for Michigan. As I conclude, I just want to share that Pre-K is available still for all families of all incomes, with a priority for those who need it most. If you want to find a local program, it's very easy. You just go to My Pre-K for All. That's it. .org. Don't leave off the .org. Pre-K for All, as you see, as you listen to the grandmother speak, is really making a difference one child at a time. And I think we just celebrate this awesome, awesome announcement that we are looking great. We are excited, and this is going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal time for Michigan as we educate our earliest learners. Thank you.